Have you ever designed something that looked perfect on your screen, only to see completely different colors when it came back from the printer? Maybe the vibrant blue became dull, the bright green looked muted, or the colors simply felt wrong. If you've experienced this, you've already encountered one of the most important concepts in graphic design: the difference between RGB and CMYK. These two color systems are responsible for nearly every image, website, advertisement, and printed product you see, but they work in completely different ways. RGB stands for red, green, and blue. It is the color system used by digital screens: your phone, your laptop, your television. Every pixel on a screen contains tiny red, green, and blue light sources. By combining different amounts of these colors, screens can create millions of unique colors. When all three colors are displayed at full intensity, the result is white. When no light is displayed, the result is black. This is why RGB is called an additive color model. The more light you add, the brighter the image becomes. RGB is ideal for digital media because screens generate their own light. This allows them to display bright, vibrant, and highly saturated colors: neon greens, electric blues, bright pinks. Many of these colors simply cannot exist in print. Now let's look at CMYK. CMYK stands for cyan, magenta, yellow, and key, which means black. Unlike RGB, CMYK is used for printing. Instead of producing light, printers place ink onto paper. Each layer of ink absorbs light, making the image darker. This is why CMYK is called a subtractive color model. The more ink you add, the darker the result becomes. Because CMYK relies on physical ink, it cannot reproduce every color visible on a screen, and this is where many designers run into problems. The range of colors a system can display is called its color gamut. RGB has a much larger color gamut than CMYK. In simple terms, RGB can create colors that printers simply cannot reproduce. Imagine a bright neon green on your monitor. It may look vivid and energetic, but after converting it to CMYK, that same color often appears darker and less saturated. The printer isn't broken, the design isn't wrong. The color simply exists outside the printable range. This is one of the most common mistakes made by new designers. They create artwork in RGB because it looks great on screen. Then they send it to print without converting it to CMYK. The result is disappointment. Professional designers understand this limitation and plan for it from the beginning. If a project is intended for print, they often work in CMYK from day one. This allows them to preview colors more accurately throughout the design process. Of course, RGB isn't better than CMYK, and CMYK isn't better than RGB. They simply serve different purposes. RGB is optimized for digital experiences. CMYK is optimized for physical production. One exists in light, the other exists in ink. One shines, the other absorbs. Understanding when to use each system is a fundamental skill for every designer. Brand identities, packaging, posters, magazines, websites, social media graphics. Every project requires choosing the correct color environment. At its core, the difference between RGB and CMYK is surprisingly simple. RGB creates color with light. CMYK creates color with ink. One is made for screens, the other is made for print. And understanding that difference can be the key to creating designs that look exactly the way you intended. The next time your colors look different on paper, don't blame the printer. The answer may already be hiding in the color system you're using. Because great design isn't just about choosing beautiful colors, it's about understanding how those colors work. If you enjoyed this video, you might also like our documentaries on Helvetica, Kerning, Swiss design, and negative space. Subscribe to Visual Design Journey for more stories about typography, branding, logos, design history, and visual communication. And before you go, are you designing for screens or for print? The answer determines everything.